Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist. What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get 300. Get 300. Check right 54. Right 50.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Here we go, 47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Tyler Ervin back deep. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On second down, Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Williams, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Tyler Ervin. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56. 54. Hey, Charlie. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Ervin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 36, Rodgers. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
26.
On first down, it's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, 626. Hey, Orbit. Easy. Look at this.
On 2nd and 1, Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dean Lowry able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check.
Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Working from the gun, Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the toss, here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Hey, 2. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So don't say nothing. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
There we go. Going to 54. Here we go again.
Throwing. Prescott. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards there and a first down. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And it's caught. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. One receiver to the left is Cooper. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Rodgers now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54. Strip the ball.
Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. All day, dog. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. Set. Cat 300. Cat 300. Hey, Alpha.
And the blitz does come. He finds an open man, Simpson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And this is Simpson with a catch. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
58, 55. Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On the jet sweep, here's Grant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On first down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Prescott. Oh, I can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Simpson. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers, throw left side complete. It's Simpson, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. On 1st down, Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
X3, 218, chop it.
Rodgers from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Go. Go. Show it up. Show it up. Check, check. Lucky. Easy. For the 50. Small.
To throw is Rodgers. Operating from the gun. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Throwing on second down. Prescott. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Kill. Check 9. Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 44. Hey, watch the screen. Hey, kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And all the way down to the 29.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's a big play that time for the Packers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Cat 300. Cat 300.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw. Complete to Jason Witten. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next